With the first official video showing up of Spider-Man 3 in the MCU finally starting filming, we got some exciting news regarding Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Now, according to WeGotThisCovered.com, there's various reports going on from the insider Daniel Richman that when Peter Parker, he has heard that when Peter Parker Maguire makes his return, he will be portrayed as a father. So, with Spider-Man, if Tobey Maguire comes in early in Spider-Man 3, we will actually see that the progression of his character, like where he's been for all these years. It's not just going to be a quick Spider-Verse catch-up where he just kicks off right after Spider-Man 3 from the Sony trilogy down to the MCU trilogy. We're going to see some growth here. It appears, according to him, he says here, he's just basically continuing on about talking about the huge implications of this side of the story and what's going on. Made it seem like there was more to it, but there's not much here going on with it. But he does continue here that saying from the article, Peter and Mary Jane have had various kids in alternate continuities, which is true. But it was their baby son Benji from the MC2 continuity who proved key to the original Spider-Verse comic book event. Given how important Uncle Ben was to Maguire's webhead and how key father-son relationships were to that trilogy overall, it would make a lot of sense to give his son named Ben if and when he comes back. Now, I think we can all guarantee at this point there's too much money to not bring at least Tobey Maguire back. Personally, I would love it to have Andrew Garfield come back as well, but can't win them all. Hopefully he comes back. I personally am one of those fans. I did actually love I love the portrayal of Spider-Man by Andrew Garfield. I loved various things from that short series of Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. But yeah, as far as we're concerned now, there's going to be a little bit more character growth than at least what I originally thought. It appears that yes, Tobey Maguire will be having a son with Mary Jane. That is also a big surprise, given the fact that we're finally gonna, if this really does come to fruition, we're gonna finally see the reconciliation that did occur at the very end of Spider-Man 3. Because if you don't remember, at the end, they I believe it was the theatrical ending, where they simply just share a hug, and it pans away from the club where Mary Jane was singing at, and that's the end of it. I believe the Blu-ray or DVD ending, or like the alternate ending, had a little bit more of a, not just a hug, but if I remember correctly, she said something to Peter, something along the lines of "I love you," and they ended up sharing a dance as opposed to just a simple hug and then it ends. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. I don't have the film in front of me. I'm not watching it right now. But yeah, this definitely, everything I hear about Spider-Man 3, I'm enjoying because I have my own reasons, but I'm just going to give a brief one here. It's going away from the kind of plot sense that they've been doing for Tom Holland's Peter Parker for the last two films. There's various things that I would love to make a video on and discuss what I do and do not like about Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and why this Spider-Verse, I feel like this Spider-Verse thing, in a sense, needs to happen to kind of help bring this character to a new direction. Because I think there's the MCU is starting to see, like Disney is starting to see, there are certain things they've changed about Peter Parker that a lot of people do not like. I'm one of them. There's various things about his character I personally do not like. I do not enjoy seeing, but there are other things that I love. They've handled certain things very well. But that's a video for another day. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Are you excited? Do you like this idea of more character development for Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, where he'll have something more to fight for other than his morals of Uncle Ben, but also possibly his wife MJ, or possibly still girlfriend? I would assume that they'd be married, and his son Benji. Let me know what you guys all think about this. I want to thank you guys all for stopping by and watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.